super gross. I need to start doing that every Saturday. Fly that nerd flag. Hey you! Today we will be reviewing Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. It's got Bill Hader, Anna Faris, and Andy Samberg. Flint Lockwood, played by Hader, is a nerdlinger, a kid super into science and inventing. Flint is determined to invent something great but faces many failures, like rat birds, hybrid rat birds that have multiplied and become a nuisance, and hair on Balder that creates an excessive amount of hair, and spray on shoes that spray on but don't come off. Flint is mocked by his peers and called a shenanigizer by the town. Flint's dad tries his best to comfort him with a fishing metaphor, but Flint doesn't understand fishing metaphors. Flint's mom gifts him a professional lab-grade coat, uplifting his spirits. Years later, Flint's hometown, Swallow Falls, is experiencing an economic downturn due to the local sardine cannery closing, since everybody realized that sardines are super gross. I will agree that sardines are super gross, except for in Caesar salad, because you have to have sardines in That's anchovies. Is that anchovies? Never mind. Retract. Life is gray and flavorless for the people of Swallow Falls, but Flint has a plan to change all that with a machine that turns water into food. Flint completes his machine in his super cool DIY laboratory, and we see him perform the first test. We see a cheeseburger almost realized, but then it disappears as the power goes out. Flint's dad questions if it's time to give up the inventing stuff, as it always seems to end in disaster. Flint's dad wants him to work at the tackle shop with him, but Flint asks why he can't believe in him as his mom did. She died 10 years ago. Flint and his dad go to the newly named Tim and Son Bait and Tackle Shop to work. There is an announcement on the TV. The mayor is holding an event that he believes will re-energize the town's economy. The mayor has spent the town's entire budget on this plan and invites the entire town to come down and see said plan. And even local celebrity Baby Brent, played by Samberg, will be in attendance. He's the former sardine cannery mascot. Flint's dad leaves the tackle shop, leaving Flint in charge to go attend the mayor's unveiling. Flint takes this opportunity to try to make his machine work. He only needs 17,000 more gigajoules, and cheered on by his own theme music, he makes his way to the town's power plant. We are introduced to Earl, an overzealous cop who calls Flint a tomfool and guarantees that he's got his eye on him. Back over by the unveiling, the mayor has arranged for live coverage by Sam Sparks, played by Faris, an intern on her first job. Manny, her camera guy, is there as well. The mayor finally reveals his big plan. Sardine Land. It's got rides, it's got exhibits, it's got chameau, the world's largest sardine. At the very same moment, Flint is hooking up his machine at the power plant. The machine goes haywire and disappears into the sky, leaving Sardine World destroyed. The whole town is mad at him, but even worse, his dad is disappointed in him. Flint runs off to the dock to hide, where he meets Sam. He is super duper charmed. Find someone who looks at you the way Flint looks at Sam. Sam shows that she's super smart, noticing Flint's ever-present spray on shoes. Just then, a dab of mustard falls. And then a pickle. And then a slice of cheese. The whole town turns to see cheeseburgers falling from the sky. Flint's machine works. Sam runs to cover the weather anomaly, and the whole town loves the burger rain. You know, because it tastes significantly better than sardines. They ask Flint if he can make it rain food again, and he agrees. But Flint's dad does not want him to do it again. He makes Flint look him in the eye and tell him that he's got it under control and that it's not going to end in disaster. Flint takes Sam to his laboratory. Sam reveals that she's severely allergic to peanuts and she loves Jell-O. Flint assures Sam that the machine, the Flint Lockwood diatonic super mutating dynamic food replicator, or flimsflimblflur, is safe by way of the dangeometer. The dangeometer will tell us if the food is going to overmutate. The mayor takes out a high-interest loan to convert the town into a tourist spot. His plan is for the town to be a must-see cruise destination within 30 days. Insert food montage. If I could make a request to have it rain one thing, what would it be? Quick, if you could make it rain one thing, what would it be? Just don't even think about it. Just blurt it out now. What is it? Really? Okay. Earl the cop asks Flint if he can make it rain something special for his special angels, his son, special day, his birthday. Flint checks the dangeometer and it's still in green, but as he walks away, it turns yellow. Flint makes it rain ice cream, and Earl's son wakes to the best breakfast ever. Did you know that the first Saturday in February is National Eat Ice Cream for Breakfast Day? Welcome back. Cocoa nutty. One Saturday a year? I need to start doing that every Saturday. Oh yeah, I can, because I'm a grown-ass adult who can make her own unhealthy, destructive food choices. Flint calls Sam to go on a activity, and they hang out in a giant jello mold that Flint has made. Flint asks Sam why she says something super smart and then bails from it. Sam reveals that she too once was a nerd. She was obsessed with the science of weather, and all she wanted was a Doppler weather radar 2000 turbo. But she was taunted by her peers, so she gave herself a new look, giving up her glasses and her ponytail, and she was never made fun of again. Flint makes a scrunchie out of jello and puts her glasses on her. He knows that the real Sam is beautiful, and they share a kiss. Listen, you gotta be you. If you're a nerd, you gotta fly that nerd flag, okay? You gotta fly it loud, and you gotta fly it proud. Flint's dad meets him at the Roofless restaurant. Flint is excited to tell his dad that at the grand reopening of the town tomorrow, the mayor wants him to cut the ribbon. Flint looks for parental approval as a giant steak falls on their table. Flint's dad asks him if the steak looks a little big, and questions if this is good for people. Flint is let down by his reaction to his news, and wants his dad to accept him for who he is, instead of wanting him to be someone that he's not and work at the boring tackle shop. His dad leaves, saying that he will stay out of his way. Flint is walking home as giant hot dogs start falling before him. Back at his lab, he does a scan of one of the hot dogs and sees that it has been over-mutating due to radiation, and that the dangeometer is in yellow. The mayor shows up and uses Flint's relationship with his dad, his feelings for Sam, and the fate of the entire town into choosing to keep the machine on. It's tomorrow and the grand reopening of Chew and Swallow. Mass amounts of tourists are arriving. We see that Sam has been gifted a Doppler weather radar 2000 turbo, and she turns it on to see something disturbing. As Flint gets ready for his ribbon cutting ceremony, Sam comes over and tries to talk to him about it, but Flint blows her off, telling her to just go say the weather or something. Rude. Flint cuts the ribbon, and just then, ratbirds start scattering, and there's salt and pepper and giant flakes of oregano in the wind, and a giant spaghetti twister materializes. Everybody's freaking out. Flint runs to his lab, on the way losing his lab coat, to upload the kill code to stop the Flinsmurflur. He arrives to find the mayor there, who's been ordering dinner for the past 10 minutes. The mayor tries to stop Flint, and in the process destroys the only way of him communicating with the machine. Flint is completely crushed by the situation that has unfolded and throws himself away. His dad finds him in a garbage can and tries to use a fishing metaphor to make him feel better, but again, he's not so good with words. Flint's dad, however, found his lab coat and returns it, re-energizing Flint to try to save the town. With Flint's confidence restored, he downloads the kill code and welds wings onto a car. Flint goes to apologize to the town and to Sam. Flint, Sam, Manny, and baby Brent fly off into the sky to shut down the machine. The Simplifleur tries to protect itself and they lose the kill code. Flint calls his dad to try to get him to email the code to his phone. Flint, Sam, and baby Brent go into the meatball where the machine is. As Chicken Brent holds off man-eating chickens, Flint heads down a cave surrounded by peanut brittle. Sam gets scratched by the peanut brittle and is reluctantly pulled out of the mission by Chicken Brent to go get an epi shot. Flint finds the machine deep inside the meatball. And just as he's going to enter the kill code, he realizes that his dad has sent the wrong thing. Apparently, Flint keeps a can of spray-on shoes on him wherever he goes. I mean, why wouldn't you, right? And he sprays a coat of spray-on shoes, sealing the device shut and causing it to destruct in a massive explosion. Sam, Manny, and Chicken Brent arrive back on the ground, saddened by the loss of Flint. But then, Flint is carried in behind them by ratbirds. He's okay. And we end with Flint's dad saying that fishing metaphors means that he loves his son. Today's credit shoutout is 3D Stereo Pipeline Supervisor Alan Davidson. I don't know what that means, but high five. For the love of food puns, I devoured this movie. It's so sweet and savory. It's a clever, cute, creative look at seeking validation, whether it be from your peers or your parents. Finding and accepting who you are, ponytail and glasses and all. Do you like eating your bananas cold or do you like eating your bananas room temperature? Decide how you like eating your bananas and then eat your damn bananas the way you want to eat your bananas, okay? And don't be swayed by other people eating their bananas cold or eating their bananas at room temperature. Creative, cute, clever. And I'll give it a tidal wave of leftover food out of one coat of spray-on shoes.